Shabbat Shalom. Wow, it is so chill on this wonderful summer evening. We just get to come and be easy, no stress. You'll let me know if it's too cold. I just dropped the temperature 1 degree, but if you're freezing, I can raise it up 1. You just have to tell me. Life is good. We got this. Well, Rabbi, everything looks good to you. Yes, it does. Sometimes we have kitchen snafus that raise, so I might be asking for help. All good, and we'll be ready to flip cookies if necessary, but maybe not. So, now that we have that, let's take a moment to breathe and be fully present in this space, in this holy and spiritual time of this wonderful Shabbat Eikev, where we are together as one community. Let's take a few deep breaths and be fully present. We come now to Shabbat, a time of joy, of rest, and of peace. And we begin our service with the singing of the song Come by Chava Mirel. Do do do, do do do, do do do, do 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 do, do do do, do 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 do. Do do do, do do do, do 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 do. Come all of you, and come all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Come all of you, and come all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Do do do, 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 do do do. Blessed is the blessed one. Blessed is the giver of blessing, blessed in this moment now and every now to come. Blessed is the blessed one, blessed is the giver of blessing, blessed in this moment now and every now to come. Come all of you, and come all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Come all of you, and come all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Do do do, do do do, do do do, do 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 do, do do do, do 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 do. Do do do, do do do, do 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 do, do 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 do, do do do, do do. Rick, I forgot a Siddur. Can you get one for me, please? A Siddur prayer book. Thank you. Now you know I'm a little off, but once I have a prayer book in front of me, all will be well. And I share that with you so you can feel a little bit of my angst, but not take it in, just know of it. Thank you, you are a good man. Okay, let us continue now that I am fully prepared. And it is my pleasure to welcome to the Bima to sanctify our Shabbat candles, Alan and Helene Frank-Fader.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivonu lahagid ner shel Shabbat.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
All right. We are going to continue in our Sidurim, in our prayer book, with Chatzi Kaddish on page 26. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah B'yalma divrach irutei v'yamlich malchutei B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael Bagala uv'izman koriv Ve'imeru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach, Le'olam U'al Me'almaya, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitroman, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei de'kudesha b'richu, Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Damiran bi'alma, Ve'imeru, Amen. If you are comfortably able to do so at this time, please rise. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach. Le'olam va'ed. Le'olam va'ed. Yalla la la la. Yada da da da. 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 We continue standing up as we sing together the Shema on page 34. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malachuto Leolam Va'ed. Please be seated. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Vishinantam livanecha vidibarta bam bishivtecha bevetecha uvlechtecha vaderech uvshochbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha vihayu letotafot bein einecha Uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha liman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai Vitem Kedoshim Lelohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem. Asher Hotzeiti Etchem Me'eretz Mitzrayim Lihiot Lachem Lelohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. Adonai Elohechem Emet. Let's go ahead and continue on page 39 at the bottom of the page. We're going to read responsively. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered. At Sinai, we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. We continue on page 40 with Mi Chamocha. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Mi chamocha elim Adonai. Mi chamocha badar bakodesh. Ni chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha nedar bakodesh. No rati hilot osei felech. No rati osei Adonai imloch leolam va'ed. Malchutecha Yam lifnei Moshe Miriam, ze Elianu ve'amru, ze Elianu ve'amru, Adonai imloch leolam va'ed. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh, mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi kamocha nedar bakodesh. No ra osei. No ra osei. Adonai imloch leolam va'ed. You're a good man. Thank you. See, I'm telling you, I feel like I have the prayer gremlin tonight, and that's okay. We all in life face challenges, but it's how we overcome them that is the measure of how we live. See how philosophical I get when the heat is on? Okay, rock on. At the oneg, Rick gets an extra cookie that he's going to plate himself. Let's continue. On the top of page 43, let's go ahead and read together. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, hapurei sukat shalom, aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Let's continue on page 44 with the singing of Vishamru, because in 6 days God created heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God rested. And so, as God rested and was rejuvenated, so we too emulate God's practice by coming together, embracing this holy and spiritual time, resting and being refreshed. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti leolam, oti leolam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asod et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. We come now to our congregational tefillah, which can be found in our Sidurim on page 46. And if you are comfortably able to do so at this time, please rise. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Koneh HaKol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'Nehem, Lema'an Shemo B'Yahava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye metim Atah Rav lehoshia, Morid hatal, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechaye metim berachamim rabim, somech noflim verofe cholim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato lishenei afar, michamocha ba'al gevurot, umido melach, melech memit umechaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman ata lahachayot metim. Baruch ata Adonai, mechaye hametim. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, ukdoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch ata Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. Please be seated. We continue on the top of page 55. Let's read responsively. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, mikadesh ha-Shabbat. We'll continue with the singing of Shalom Rav, which can be found on page 60 in our Sidurim. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Ki atahu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. V'tov be'einecha livarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol ed u'b'chol shah b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. At this time in our service, we think of the things in our lives for which we are grateful. And so we have a moment of something called Hakarat HaTov, which is the deliberate offering of our gratitude for something wonderful that happened this past week or something we anticipate wonderful happening next week. And so we'll start with Ken.
So the thing that's happening next week, starting Sunday, we're going up to Stratford, Ontario for a week of theater, joining friends that we have seen on and off for 30 plus years.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Let me just make sure that microphone is on. Let's see, here we go. Check 1, 2. Yes, so guys, we have to eat the microphone, okay? Make sure it's really close to your mouth. But Stratford Festival, I love that.
I'm grateful that Judy and I have celebrated on the 27th of July our 57th anniversary.
Yes, that's
Like,
a big deal.
It was a candlelight anniversary celebration.
I'm not sure the candlelight was deliberate,
I'm
though.
also grateful that our neighbor had a generator that I helped him set up, and he let me plug it into my freezer in the garage.
Thank God for nice neighbors. All right, I have a lot of people on this side, and then I'm going to come over to this side. There we go. All right, Simon.
Today I just got back from marching band camp, and I had an amazing time, and we were able to learn the entire halftime show for this next football season, even though we were down a day from the tornado.
Wow. That's a talented bunch of people. Langston.
This is no celebration. I was supposed to have a colonoscopy on Tuesday. I didn't have it.
That,
I had called on Sunday. The arrangers called Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Had everything arranged. I'm looking at the news on Tuesday. Called and said they didn't have a driver. I said, you're really kind of late. The guy said, we'll see if we can find one. I said, you have a schedule. You should have called before now. But keep it short. I had to drink all of that junk for, and I'm up every 10 minutes going to the bathroom. So I've got a headache, I'm hungry. They tell me this, but I had to call it off.
oh, I'm sorry. I think, what do you say? Sorry, not sorry? Right? That's terrific. All right, here we go. Taylor.
Yes, so my wife and I are hosting an exchange student this school year, and he had some unfortunate issues trying to get a visa appointment in time, and initially we were told like the soonest appointment he can get was going to be for a while, and he would miss at least the first month of school. Well, he just got his appointment, he got approved, everything's moving really fast, and he's coming on Wednesday, so.
That is wonderful. Oh, please, Cameron, yeah.
I bought a house and we're moving in next week, and the week after that I start law school, so very excited.
Oh, okay, there's a lot of gratitude happening here, guys. Oh, go ahead, Polly.
They're not here tonight, but today my parents are celebrating 44 years of marriage.
Wow, wow, that's amazing.
I'm grateful to be here tonight as a new member, so thank you. It feels very special to be in community with all of you. And also, I'm very grateful that I have the opportunity to take my son for his freshman year next week, starting at Denison, and he is playing football, so I hope you'll all say a little prayer that he stays healthy, but I'm very excited for him.
And that means you're an empty nester, right?
College nester.
Oh, I'm sorry, a
They're
college
still
nester.
going to be home.
Gotcha.
Once in a
See,
while.
now I've learned something. I'm a semi-college nester. So see, I did not know that. I did not know that. That what's that called? Phrase. Thank you. Yes. All right. We have another thing to be grateful for.
We went to the zoo and we got a fish.
And you got a fish? What did you name your fish?
Larry.
We have a fish named Larry and a fish named Pablo now.
Fish named Larry and Pablo. I like that a lot. All right. Oh, Jim. Yeah. No, you are terribly important. Okay. Here we go.
I just wanted to say I'm grateful that Cameron is back among us. It seems like it's been a long time. Thanks for coming back.
That is a beautiful. Thank you, Jim. All right. Yes. Okay, please.
Our daughter turns 6 weeks old tomorrow.
Yes. Anybody else?
Well, my husband and I celebrated yesterday our 10-year anniversary, so it's a little deposit on 57 and 44.
And 44, yeah.
You know,
it's
a
a
first little dime in the bucket there.
wow. 10 years, everyone. That's something to celebrate. Wouldn't you agree? 44 by candlelight, not intentional. And 44, Polly, yes, and 57 by candlelight, yes, that's amazing. Well, you know, Corey, because you brought that up, I think that's a wonderful segue to why don't you come up with Paul to the front of the bima, because we might have to celebrate you guys. for your 10-year anniversary. Now, what you don't know is that for Corey, this is a big surprise. But Paul and I have been planning this for weeks. So you're going to come over here. Okay. Now, this past Wednesday, the Jewish calendar marked a holiday that many people have never heard of, but one that has become known as the Jewish Valentine's Day. It's called Tu B'Av, the 15th day of the Hebrew month of Av. And in ancient Israel, Tu B'Av celebrated the end of the wilderness years and the beginning of the grape harvest. But it's also a day that's associated with courtship and love. And so it's especially appropriate on this Shabbat that we're celebrating your 10 years of love. And so we often imagine that love is defined by a single moment, a first glance or conversation, or even a first date. And every couple has these memories. But listening to your story, I realized that those moments are not what defines your marriage. What defines your marriage is something much sweeter. Paul told me that, Corey, you make him feel safe, and that he loves you exactly as you are, that he never asks you to become someone else, that he protects your heart, stands beside you, and that helped fill a place that seemed impossible to fill after your mother's death. But that's a gift, and that's the kind of covenant that the two of you have built together. And so, at this time, my blessing for you is, may your home always be a place of safety, laughter, honesty, and shalom, peace. May you continue to protect one another's hearts, celebrate one another's joy, and help each other carry your burdens. May you never stop choosing one another, not only in life's great milestones, but the countless ordinary moments that quietly become a lifetime. And may the one who brought your lives together continue to bless your home with health, happiness, gratitude, and enduring love. Mazel tov.
Thank you.
So I'm going to have everyone please rise while I convey upon them the threefold priestly benediction found in the book of Numbers. Yiverechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yikuneka, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. V'yasem lecha shalom. May God bless you and keep you. May God be kind and gracious unto you. May God's countenance be lifted up unto you and grant you the most precious gift of peace and also of many more years of happy marriage. As we say together, Amen. And while we're still standing, I am going to give you the honor of carrying the Torah around the sanctuary this evening. And so I'm going to ask you to come to the ark to join me, and we will say together, Al shlosha divarim, al shlosha divarim, al shlosha divarim, ha'olam omed. Al shlosha divarim, al shlosha divarim, al shlosha divarim, ha'olam omed. Al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al milut chasadim. Al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al shlosha divarim, al shlosha divarim, al shlosha divarim, ha'olam omed. Al shlosha divarim, al shlosha divarim, al shlosha divarim, ha'olam omed. Al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah, ve'al gemilut chasadim. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu vehishtachavu behar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu vehishtachavu behar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu vehishtachavu behar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu vehishtachavu behar kodsho. Please be seated. Ya'amod Hirsch. Nope, hold on. Yiftach Chaim ben Avraham v'Sara la'aliyah haTorah. So, shock and surprise, right? Yes. I know. So when he walked in tonight, I asked you to give the aliyah, and then all your friends came in. And then I got really nervous, and I blamed it on the kitchen ladies, but it's really you guys. Do you know how hard it is to keep a secret?
I think so.
Okay. I'm telling you. Well, tonight we are reading from Parshat Eikev, the book of Deuteronomy, where the Israelites are standing in the edge of the Promised Land, and Moses is delivering his final powerful series of speeches to prepare them for the life that awaits them. And he knows that their challenges are about to change. For 40 years, they've relied on miracles for their daily survival, but soon they will be building homes and planting vineyards and enjoying the fruits of their own labor. And much of this portion is a warning about the spiritual risks of success. Moses is concerned that once the people are settled and comfortable, they'll forget the source of their strength, and God cautions them against the arrogance of thinking that they have achieved everything in their own lives. And you can follow along in the large maroon books, the Etz Chaim commentaries, on page 10,041. I will be reading from Deuteronomy 8, chapter 8, verse 11.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach leolam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach leolam va'ed. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amin. Venatan lanu et Torato. Baruch ata Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Hishamer lecha. Pen tishkach et Adonai Elohecha, levilti shomer mitzvotav umishpatav vechukotav asher anochi mitzavacha hayom. Pen tochal v'shavta uveitam tavi tabana vayishavat uvikirbecha vayitzancha yirbecha yirbeun. V'chasaf v'zahav yirbeh lach, v'chol asher lecha yirbeh vayarom levavcha, v'shachachta et Adonai Elohecha, hamotziacha me'eretz Mitzrayim mi-beit avadim.
Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah temet, v'chaye olam nata betochenu. Baruch ata Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yasher koach, mazel tov. You're awesome. At this time in our worship service, our thoughts turn to those of our communities and families who are ill and in need of healing. And we think this evening of Alan Wolski, Rachel Goldberg, Andrew Bider, Len Schutzman, Phil Schutzman, Zora Schutzman, Marshall Mendelson, Martha Mendelson, Jay Summerfield, Bobby Fuss, Liz Martinez, Shirley Root, Matt Borgard, David Singer, Jack Berman, Tim Stokes, Bob Bernstein, Lauren Triffler, Mark Turner, and all who suffer whom we know not by name. Misha Berach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov ve'imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Hu Yivarech v'Rapeh et kol cholei Yisrael v'yishlach lahem bimheira refuah shlema refuah tanefesh refuah taguf v'nomar Amen. May God, who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal all who are stricken. May the Holy One of Praise mercifully restore them to health and to vigor. May God grant them health of body, health of spirit, and of mind, and let us say together, Amen. We continue with Misha Berach on page 253. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. There's a lot of moving parts up here when you're the solo, summer solo. It's all good though. Ya'amod Shimon ben Hirsch Yehuda v'Yocheved Hagba Ta'amod Yocheved bat Avraham v'Sara Galila Golelet. Will the congregation please rise? Vizot HaTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai biyad Moshe. There we go. Please be seated. We continue with our prayer for America and the prayer for the state of Israel, which can be found in our Sidurim, in our prayer book, on page 258 and 259. It is my pleasure to invite forward Arnie Schifrin and Donna Maybush, page 258 at the bottom of the page.
O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us all to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and our country be sound in body and spirit. Amen.
O Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love, spread over it the canopy of your peace, and send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen.
Our service continues as we rise to return the Torah to the ark. Eitz Chaim hi lemachazikim ba v'tomechecha meushar deracheha darchei noam v'chol netivoteha shalom hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva chadesh chadesh yameinu chadesh yameinu kekedem. Yasher koach. Please be seated. In our Torah portion this week, Eikev, Moses gives the Israelites very specific instructions. When you have eaten and are satisfied, bless the eternal your God. It's an interesting command because of what he doesn't say. He doesn't tell them to pray when they're hungry or turn to God when they're afraid. He tells them to do it after they have eaten and are satisfied, which is actually maybe even the harder spiritual discipline. I don't know about you, but the line of "there's no atheist in a foxhole" applies to me, because I pray with a vengeance when my life falls apart, like before surgery, or if a loved one is ill, or when we're really afraid of what the future holds. But what happens when we have so much gratitude and life is good? When the bills are paid, when the children are healthy, when there's laughter, that's a different kind of risk. And Moses warns that the danger isn't suffering, the danger is forgetting who is responsible for your success. He cautions the people not to say to themselves, "My own power and my own strength of my own hand have produced this wealth for me." Forgetfulness happens slowly. We begin to think that everything that we have is from our own doing. And gratitude can give way to the illusion that we're in total control. Judaism responds to this with the practice of saying blessings. We don't say blessings because God needs our praise. We say blessings because we need the reminder. Every blessing we say interrupts our day. It forces us to pay attention and acknowledge that this moment is a gift. And that's why I'm very grateful that Rabbi Weiner preached last Rosh Hashanah about this practice of Hakarat HaTov, the practice of deliberate gratitude and blessings for our gratitude. When we hear from one another about the blessings of our week, we are training ourselves to notice what we might overlook. So before we rush off to the next email or to check our phone or the next obligation, I'm going to invite you to pause for just a moment, to take a breath, to notice one blessing in your life, and simply say thank you. And that small act is enough to bring us back to our tradition and back to ourselves, which is what the Torah is trying to remind us of all along. Shabbat Shalom. Now, I know you all thought, "Rabbi, you didn't sing O Say Shalom." And that's because the segue from Corey talking about the 10-year anniversary to giving them that blessing was just too good. So I will do O Say Shalom now as the anthem for my sermon, and you can all sing it with me. Oh, say shalom, shalom, bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Oh, say shalom, shalom, bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, amen. Oh, say shalom, shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Ve'al kol Yisrael, and now we take a moment for our Shabbat announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. I'm Rick Schoenfield with some announcements on behalf of the board. First, thank you to our ushers and our security team and to all of you for joining us tonight. Please join us at 6:30 p.m. next week for First Friday Shabbat service. At 7 p.m. on Tuesday, April 11th, join us for a routine security training on how to recognize a potential threat and respond appropriately. Shabbatapalooza is coming soon on August 21st. This extravaganza includes a wine and scotch tasting, fantastic food from Texas Roadhouse and Simon's Restaurant, and delicious dessert from Kona Ice, followed by a Shabbat service. On Thursday, August 27th at 7 o'clock p.m., Rabbi Koznowski is celebrating the launch of her first book, Through a Thinly Veiled Curtain, Finding Life, Love, and Meaning Beyond Death. Check out our happenings email for more programs.
We continue now with Aleinu on page 282, and it is my pleasure to invite to the Bima to open our ark, Charlie Oppenheim. Page 282, will the congregation please rise? Aleinu lishabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, vilo samanu kemishbachot adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vigor aleinu kechol hamonam, Va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu litakin olam b'malchut Shaddai v'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu Yeh Adonai echad Ushemo echad. Please be seated. At this time in our worship service, our thoughts turn to those of our community and family whose yahrzeit we commemorate. And this Shabbat, we recall with tremendous love and reverence Albert Jacobson, Arthur Schatz, Betty Krawitz, Blanche Lidowitz, David Redman, Diane Weiss, Dolores Sloan, Eli Rubin, Ellen Hummel, Evelyn Wall, Harris Krawitz, Isidore Ritzner, Nettie Hellman, Heather London, Jerry Gilbert, Leslie Cohan, Marcia Kirschenbaum, Mildred Lohman, Paul Immerwar, Richard Crinsley, Sam Mindell, Sophie Merowitz, Wolf E. Myro, and we also mourn the recent passing of Florine Bender Marks, mother of Howard and Kathy Bender, grandmother of Hannah and Juniper Bender, and Marcia Wolf. If there's anyone who has a name that they would like to add to the list of names that I have just spoken, please feel free to do so when my hand passes over the congregation. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled as together we recite Kaddish Yatom, which can be found on page 294. Will the congregation please rise? Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, bi'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agalal uv'izman kari v'imru, amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach leolam olmei almaya. Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yit hadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei dekudasha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechemata. Da amiran bi'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Osei shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. V'imru. Amen. V'imru. Amen. Ve'imru. Amen. Ve'imru. Amen. Please be seated. Well, with all of these wonderful anniversary blessings and anniversary wishes that we have been wishing everyone, I thought it was very appropriate that we bless each other as we go on our way back into our lives, first Shabbat, and then into our lives. And so I thought how appropriate it would be to sing Tefilat HaDerech, may you be blessed as you go on your way. And I believe you can find it in your Sidurim, in your prayer book. I thought it was on page 343. Maybe it's 345. Yes, it is. Woohoo. Okay. And so please join me in the singing of Tefillat HaDerech. May we be blessed as we go on our way. May we be guided in peace. May we be blessed with health and joy. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. May we be sheltered by the wings of peace. May we be kept in safety and in love. May grace and compassion find their way to every soul. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. May we always remember to give the credit to the one from whom all our blessings flow, and may we remember that we still have to do the footwork, but the results we leave in the hands of something wider and bigger, maybe even higher than we. Whatever we want to call it, it's not us. And we say together, Amen. Shabbat Shalom. So we do Kiddush and Motzi together. Please join me. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddeshanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu. V'shabbat kodsho, bi'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit, ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh, zecher letziat mitzrayim, ki vanu v'charta, Yotanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha b'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Amen. L'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz, b'te'avon. B'te'avon, everyone. Let's go into the social hall and have a nice cookie.